This program is brought to you by generous donations from the community and sponsored by Stiefel Financial.
Good evening, Nevada County. I'm Keith Overby, your host for tonight's edition of Nevada County Now. The arts in Nevada County are beyond amazing. From music and art to film and performance, we are really a fortunate community to be surrounded by so many creative people. Tonight's episode has a few guests you won't want to miss. Now don't go away. We'll be right back after we take a short sponsor break.
Thank you to Stiefel Financial, proudly helping individuals pursue financial goals, businesses and organizations raise and protect capital, and communities offer a higher quality of life. To learn more, visit www.stiefel.com.
Before we get to our guests, let's hear a bit of what's happening around our community. It was nice to see so many in the community turn out for yesterday's Veterans Day celebrations. The town of Truckee and the American Legion Post 439 hosted a celebration at Eagle Monument at Victory Plaza with speakers, music, and a lunch reception. Yesterday's event was delayed slightly by a bit of sleet and snow. But as many already know, if you live in Truckee, sleet and snow are a common occurrence. And in Grass Valley, the Veterans Hall was packed yesterday with supporters. Retired Coast Guard Commander Claude Hessel presented the opening remarks. He was followed with a presentation of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, the National Anthem, and an invocation. It was nice to see so many supporting our local veterans. And folks, this is just a reminder that ballot counting is not over here in Nevada County. Due to a printing issue with ink overspray that wasn't visible to the naked eye, all ballots are going through a special, highly secure additional scanning process. We will continue to watch for final results from the elections office. And the Child Advocates of Nevada County is asking the community to come together to help keep kids warm this winter. Their winter coat drive is happening right now. Items can be dropped off by November 15th, and these can include coats, boots, socks, hats, and gloves. Please refer to their website for drop-off locations and additional details. You can visit their website at caofnc.org. And the Gold Country Senior Services is calling all friends, family, neighbors, and kids to come down to the Senior Center on Wednesday, November 13th at 3 p.m. for a bit of 1950s style ice cream, sodas, and music. Crystal Ridge will be serving up free ice cream. What a deal, free ice cream. The center is located at 231 Colfax Avenue in Grass Valley. So please visit their website or Facebook page for additional details. And that website is goldcountryservices.org. And this is just a reminder that November is Carbon Monoxide Awareness Month. Each year, over 100,000 emergency room visits and 1,200 deaths occur in the United States due to this silent threat. This month, take the time to make sure your house has a carbon monoxide detector and that it works. Replace your carbon monoxide detectors every 5 to 7 years, or when the alarm indicates that it's at the end of its life to maintain home safety. And practice a family evacuation plan so everyone knows what to do if the alarm sounds. With collective action, we can all make our world safer and healthier for all. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas that is a common hazard in homes and workplaces. It's a silent killer. Now don't go away, folks. There's plenty more in tonight's episode.
13 years ago, my much younger husband, that was 17 years younger than me, passed away. Then 2 days later, my dad passed away. Then a couple weeks later, my brother passed away. So I had all my men I lost, all within a short time. Well, when I came back from the Bay Area from having my husband cremated, I came back here and I had a ride with a family member, and they had informed me that since my husband died, I won't have his finances anymore, that I won't be able to feed my dogs and my bird, and that I had to get rid of them. And I looked at my family member and said, "What are you talking about? They're all I have left. No matter what, I was gonna keep them. I was determined." So I looked around, asked questions of people and everything, and I found the pet pantry, and they were willing to help feed my dogs and my parrot.
Owning and caring for a pet promotes health, reduces loneliness, and brings joy and comfort for our seniors, especially those that are homebound. Without the pet food pantry, our seniors are at risk for losing their cherished companion.
Pet food pantry programs are donation funded. Without assistance, many seniors share their meals or go without their meals to provide for their pets. This is not healthy for either the pet or the senior. Help your older neighbors by helping their pets. Donate or volunteer today.
They have helped me so much, you have no idea.
Hi, I'm Karen Lee Sharp, and I want to just say all our lives are very busy, yet hopefully never too busy to be awake and look around on a weekly basis and notice who in the community might need a little extra love. I love the pay it forward idea. So be adventurous with strangers and venture out into the world with positive, fresh eyes to see where you can create spontaneous acts of kindness. Human kindness. Oh, God, it feels so good.
Sometimes love and friendship can blossom in the most unexpected places. Meet Frank and Vita. Both of their spouses passed away while on our service. They met while volunteering on the Hospice of the Foothills Board of Directors. Their journey wasn't easy, but they found comfort and support from the caring staff at Hospice of the Foothills. Today, Frank and Vita support Hospice of the Foothills through shopping and donating at our local thrift stores. By volunteering and being community ambassadors for our mission to provide compassionate end-of-life care for patients, families, and the community. Hospice of the Foothills, your community nonprofit hospice since 1979.
Hi, I'm Erin Tarr, Executive Director of the Bear Yuba Land Trust. We're a local nonprofit that's been around for 33 years. We've protected over 25,000 acres of land, built over 50 miles of trail, and are always looking for new ways to connect the community with nature.
I'm Sean Clark, and I work on our lands and trails at Bear Yuba Land Trust. We'd love to have you become part of the Land Trust family. You can head on over to bylt.org to become a member, make a donation, or sign up for a volunteer work party, and come help us steward the land.
Hi.
From the foothills of the Sierra Nevada, a new hero will emerge. One who is ready. One who makes sure their friends and family are set. And and has the power to go at a moment's notice. This fire season, you're the hero. We are Ready, Nevada County. From
Hi, I'm Marion Jeffrey, your host for What's Happening on the Stage here in Nevada County. So I'm going to do this chronologically, and the first thing is a show that I directed. It's appearing one night only, tomorrow night at the Nevada Theater, and it's part of the Sierra Stage reading series. This is a wonderful series that brings shows to the stage that you wouldn't normally see or not in the usual main stage production world. My show is called Why We Have a Body. It's by Claire Chaffee, and it's the story of two daughters and their absent mother. It is a comedy. I think you might both laugh and cry, and I hope you can make it. It's curtain time is 6:30, and if you make it, please stay afterwards to say hi to me because I'm also in it. Next up is a live radio play from Legacy Presents, which tells the story of George Bailey and his beloved Bedford Falls. This production captivates as a live 1940s radio broadcast. See it at the Nevada Theater in downtown Nevada City from November 29th to December 22nd. For more information and tickets, visit Legacy Presents. Also, Off Broad Street is carrying us into the holiday season with A Cadet's Christmas. Come hear some great singers and celebrate the holidays. A Cadet's Christmas plays from November 30th through December 22nd in Off Broad Street's jewel box of a theater located on Commercial Street in Nevada City. They offer an hour of pre-show with local singer-songwriter Chris Crockett, beverages available, and also offer beverages and dessert during intermission. You can find out more at offbroadstreet.com. We're topping off today's segment with news about two shows coming up from Lyric Rose Theater, Elf Jr. and You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. We are fortunate to have with us in the studio David Endicott Hicks. David is the artistic director and the president of the board for Lyric Rose Theater. Welcome, David.
Hello.
These sound like a couple of great shows.
Yes, I'm very excited. These are some shows that will definitely get people in a really great state of mind, I think, for the holidays, especially. As we're coming into the holidays, we kind of want something that's going to make us not only, happy and also just entertained, but also we want something that's kind of heartfelt.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
And so with Elf Junior, let's start with Elf Junior. So Junior means obviously it's a kids show, so that means that kids will be playing these characters. So if you're not familiar with Elf Junior, it's exactly like the movie pretty much. Elf, which starred Will Ferrell, and is just a hoot. It's very funny, and it's about an elf from the North Pole who goes on a trip to, once he finds out he's actually human and not an elf, he goes on a trip to New York City to find his family, and craziness ensues. And we have Logan Hamilton playing our buddy the elf, and we also have a couple of names that you might know from previous productions, Ava Kearns, and anyways, so if you've seen some of our children's shows, this is actually our very first children's show that's not part of an enrichment program that we do, because Lyric Rose Theater, we also do outreach with our public schools and charter schools. We're in 6 different schools right now, all just teaching theater, and a lot of times we do musical theater, but sometimes we do straight plays with the kids as well. So this is the very first children's show that we're doing without a school tied to the production. So it's an independent children's production, and so and that plays at the Don Baggett Theater, which is the first time that Lyric Rose has been able to do a production at the Don Baggett as well. And so that's especially special for me because I went to Nevada Union and was in choir with Don Baggett. He was my choir director, and actually he retired while I was a senior there. Anyways, and I also performed on that stage as part of the theater department at Nevada Union High School. So it feels like coming home a little bit. It's really, really a great feeling to be at the Don Baggett doing a kids show, especially because I think it's really exciting for the kids too. That's, that theater is so large and just a great theater, and so it's just very exciting. So so that plays the weekend after Thanksgiving, and so it's a great thing for the family to come and see. And people have relatives in town, come see Elf Jr. You'll have a great time. And so besides that, we're also this week on Thursday, so you're going to go see Theater by the Book with Sierra Stages, and then on Wednesday, and then on Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday this week, you can come and see You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, which is I directed and music directed, and that's going to be at the Center for the Arts, but it's not the main stage at Center for the Arts. It's the off center stage, which is their black box theater. And the really cool thing about this is You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown is basically a bunch of vignettes based on the Charles Schulz comics. Besides the vignettes, of course, there's songs written into the script, and it is one of those shows that it's just a feel-good show. And honestly, every rehearsal that we're at, we leave the rehearsal and we're like, oh my God, it feels so good. Those shows that you do where you're like, I just wish we had another rehearsal tomorrow because it makes me feel so good. It's just a playful, entertaining, but heartfelt show. And so we have 6 adult actors playing the Peanuts kids. Actually 2 of them are brand new to the stage. 2 of them have never been on the stage before. We have Austin Foote and Joel Sauter, who went to Nevada Union as well. And this is their very first time on stage. So check out You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. It's great, and for the whole family. Absolutely. So.
Thank you so much, David, for being here and making us feel like we're a part of your family and your company. So to recap, that's Elf Jr. at the Don Baggett Theater at Nevada Union High School from November 29th to December 1st. And second, also from Lyric Rose, is You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, which is taking place at the Off-Center stage, part of the Center for the Arts, in Grass Valley from November 14th to the 24th. Thank you again so much, David, for being here.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
One of our goals as an agency is to bring that awareness that in our community there's still needs out there for firewood, especially in the senior population, and that us together as a community, we can meet that need.
Each year gets a little harder and a little harder, but just seeing this, I feel like one of the lucky ones.
Hi.
The foothills of the Sierra Nevada. A new hero will emerge. One who is ready. One who makes sure their friends and family are set. And has the power to go at a moment's notice. This fire season, you're the hero. We
Hi, I'm Erin Tarr, Executive Director of the Bear Yuba Land Trust. We're a local nonprofit that's been around for 33 years. We've protected over 25,000 acres of land, built over 50 miles of trail, and are always looking for new ways to connect the community with nature.
I'm Sean Clark, and I work on our lands and trails at Bear Yuba Land Trust. We'd love to have you become part of the Land Trust family. You can head on over to bylt.org to become a member, make a donation, or sign up for a volunteer work party, and come help us steward the land.
Hi, I'm Karen Lee Sharp, and I want to just say all our lives are very busy, yet hopefully never too busy to be awake and look around on a weekly basis and notice who in the community might need a little extra love. I love the pay it forward idea. So be adventurous with strangers and venture out into the world with positive, fresh eyes to see where you can create spontaneous acts of kindness. Human kindness. Oh, God, it feels so good.
We're live.
Welcome back. We also have with us in the studio one of my favorites and a Nevada County favorite as well, who was also a host of this very show, actor Jed Dixion. Let's find out what Jed's been up to. Hi, Jed.
Hey, Marion, how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Wonderful. So is that the question, what I've been up to?
Absolutely. What have you been up to?
Well, I'm glad we're talking about the past, because as the holiday season comes a little bit closer, I don't do a whole lot of performance. I spend more time with the family, more time doing holiday events.
Nice.
We did just close Dracula, The Untold Story
Were
over
you
off
in
Broad
Dracula?
Street. I was, as was your previous guest,
David Endicott Hicks.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He played Dracula. Huge hit over and off Broad Street. Maybe doing it again next year.
I would love that.
You know,
Yeah.
there's some things in the works. So that was a huge hit. It just sold out, and we extended, and it was such an amazing experience. So you just got to give my heart to Dracula, to the cast, and everyone that came out to see us. Yeah, so I don't have anything coming up for the rest of the year. The next thing I have, the folks in Wildwood are aware of this, but February 7th, 8th, and potentially the 9th, I'm doing a concert over at Lake Wildwood.
Oh, good for you.
So it's Jed in concert, doing a lot of brand new songs, and it'll be 2 acts in the Cedar Room. I've done it many, many times there before, but it's always a hoot, and I have some good friends over at Wildwood. So
And where did these songs come from?
From my heart, Marion.
Oh, Jed, did you write them yourself?
No, it's essentially it's with tracks. So it's like professional karaoke with a little bit of seasoning on top. So I tell
Lovely.
jokes and interact with the crowd.
Jed is a great singer.
Sure, I'm absolutely a good singer, and I love to just play with the people and get out there. And you know, they have a lot of different musicians that come and visit. But and this is a bit of a different vibe. It's a bit of a lounge, but I do all genres. I mean, heck, I might even do an opera song, but country, and get out there with some nice crooning and a lot of rock and a lot of good things.
Great.
A lot of good
Sounds
shows. So that's what's immediately next for me.
And coming up in the spring, do you have anything?
In fact, I do. Again, with Mr. David Endicott Hicks,
Yeah.
we're doing Midsummer Night's Dream, which I could not be more excited about. And it's a bit of a different venue this time. We're actually doing it at the Center for the Arts.
Can you stop you for a second? I am so glad that the Center for the Arts is doing local theater again.
Yes.
Shout out to both the Center for the Arts and Lyric Rose for making this happen.
Yeah, I've never actually performed there in any capacity, but I know they have lots of great comedians that come in and lots of great musicians
they
that
do.
come in. So to be able to support the local artists and give us, it's one weekend. We're going to do 3 shows, and there's also a student matinee. I'm very excited. I get to play the King of the Fairies Oberon, so I'm sure there'll be some fantastic costumes. And I'm not entirely sure what the vibe of the show is going to be because we haven't had those production meetings yet. But that will be something I'm looking very forward to in the spring. And then following that, I'm sorry, please, were you going to say something?
A quick shout out for myself. I am also in Midsummer Night's Dream with Lyric Rose. And so come and see us. Go ahead.
Well, the list of folks that are in it, I mean,
It's
if you can put it right
incredible.
across here, it's
Absolutely.
every local actor, most that you can think of, we're all going to be involved in that. So I'm looking very forward to it. Looking forward to your Peter Quince. After that, something very near and dear to my heart is a series of plays we've done at Off Broad Street, where myself and my good friend and amazing, talented Micah Cohn, we play 2 brothers from Minnesota. We've done a Christmas show in the past, but we're bringing back our, it's like an anniversary show. It's called Klaus and Barry's Parties Are Us. And so we play 2 brothers from Minnesota, and so you're going to get your oldie and Lena jokes, and you're going to get all different kinds of songs from different genres and different decades.
Another quick shout out, Micah and Jed is a show not to be missed.
Absolutely. Well, what are you going to do?
A quick interruption. What you going to do?
I don't know. But those are the next things that are on the docket for me, and then maybe we'll come back and do some Dracula. I, of course, am available to do private parties and concerts as they come along. So people can contact me at jeddixonshow@gmail.com.
And come see him at Lake Wildwood. What are those dates again?
That's going to be February 7th, 8th, and potentially 9th in 2025.
Coming up sooner than you expect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jed, so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
And I look forward to seeing you on the stage again.
Always a pro, Marion. Thank you.
Thank you. That's it for my segment. Keep your calendars ready and see you at the theater. But don't go away. Keith will be back with our next guest.
If you are dining outside at a restaurant and someone is smoking a cigarette or using an electronic smoking device, you are being exposed to secondhand smoke. But what if you're in your own home and a neighbor's smoke is drifting in? Every person should have the right to live in a smoke-free environment to protect their health and the health of their family.
I live in an apartment and my son was coughing more than usual. I realized it was because our neighbor's smoke was affecting him. I tried putting a wet towel under the door and I asked the neighbor to please not smoke inside. He smokes outside sometimes, but the smoke still comes in. I'm really worried about my son's health.
People in our community are facing this problem every day. Often the residents affected live in apartments, condos, or other multi-unit spaces. Many people are unaware that all secondhand smoke is dangerous. This includes smoke from vapes, hookahs, and cannabis too. Take action today to help protect some of our most vulnerable community members from the dangers of secondhand smoke. Let's make living smoke-free an option for all Nevada County residents. Go to smilenevadacounty.com to share your story, get involved, or to find ways to quit. The Nevada County Tobacco Prevention Program is here to help.
13 years ago, my much younger husband, that was 17 years younger than me, passed away. Then 2 days later, my dad passed away. Then a couple weeks later, my brother passed away. So I had all my men I lost, all within a short time. Well, when I came back from the Bay Area from having my husband cremated, I came back here and I had a ride with a family member, and they had informed me that since my husband died, I won't have his finances anymore, that I won't be able to feed my dogs and my bird, and that I had to get rid of them. And I looked at my family member and said, "What are you talking about? They're all I have left. No matter what, I was going to keep them. I was determined." So I looked around, asked questions of people and everything, and I found the pet pantry, and they were willing to help feed my dogs and my parrot.
Owning and caring for a pet promotes health, reduces loneliness, and brings joy and comfort for our seniors, especially those that are homebound. Without the pet food pantry, our seniors are at risk for losing their cherished companion.
Pet food pantry programs are donation funded. Without assistance, many seniors share their meals or go without their meals to provide for their pets. This is not healthy for either the pet or the senior. Help your older neighbors by helping their pets. Donate or volunteer today.
They have helped me so much, you have no idea.
Welcome back. The Nevada County Oral Health Program is guided by the Nevada County Dental Coalition. This is a collaborative of knowledgeable individuals who care about oral health in our community. The program's mission is to educate the community and help them access health resources. This is achieved through collaboration with community programs and partners, including local schools. The program proudly provides dental health kits to the community through schools and events. And today we have Jamie Hamp here to tell us about all these programs. So Jamie, I'd shake hands, but I don't know if I get bit or not. So.
Right. So this is one of the puppets we use to show kids how to brush their teeth. Mm-hmm. And this is how we get them engaged and having fun with it. And also showing them about all of the teeth and how important it is to brush every tooth, especially the back teeth, because that's often the teeth kids miss and where cavities are most likely to occur. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we take this into the schools, also the libraries, community events, things like that. So, and the reason why we do it is because tooth decay is the #1 chronic disease affecting children, and the #1 reason for the most missed school days. So,
really?
Yes. So our goal is to prevent tooth decay, prevent the problem before it starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you do this? Do you have, what kind of programs? Are there programs in the schools, or I don't know, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, whatever?
Well, education is the best tool, right? And a lot of people don't have this education because it basically is not, it's not that accessible. And so our program goes into the schools and does screenings and the education, usually to preschool and kindergartners. And so they understand the importance of their teeth and how to brush them, that they should be flossing 2 times a day, or brushing 2 times a day for 2 minutes, flossing once a day. And, you know, just making sure that they understand how special their teeth are. You know, and making it fun as well. And it's always different when you have an outsider telling your child to brush their teeth rather than the parents. So helps the parents out too.
Well, maybe we should give this to all the parents.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Now, do you also have like a mobile dental health unit that goes around? I thought you said something about that before.
Yeah, so recently Public Health, because this is the Nevada County Oral Health Program under Public Health, purchased a mobile clinic. And so what we're doing is we're using this mobile clinic to go to the various schools and perform preventive services. So Believe it or not, dental care is really difficult to access in our county. We don't have enough providers for the number of people needing dental care. So that's primarily the reason why we're doing this, especially for children. We only have 3 pediatric dentists in our county, and one of them is part-time. So there's a real need for children to access dental care. So what we do is we go into the schools, we do screenings, and then we make recommendations that our hygienists can do out of the van, which includes cleanings, sealants, sealants to get these molars sealed because they can prevent cavities by up to 80%. It's very easy to apply. Fluoride varnish, and then if they need more care, we can refer them.
So this is stuff you'll do for the kids right on the location, wherever they are.
So the big push is to meet people where they are at, yes,
Okay.
because we have so many rural parts in this county that have difficulty accessing care.
I got to ask a question. In this day and age of parental rights and everything, is there some sort of a procedure that you use to let the parents know you're coming ahead of time, or how's that work?
Yeah, absolutely. No, we do a consent form that we send out, and for the actual program to do like the cleanings and so forth, we need them to actively opt into that. So, but by law, all kindergartners are required to have a kindergarten oral health assessment, during their first year of kindergarten, or school.
When you go visit, do you encourage the parents to come also?
They can if they'd like. Yeah, I mean, we love doing the education when parents are present because it can really help with their care routine for their child. Our program focuses on pregnancy through about 3rd grade.
Okay.
So because really oral health begins in the womb. And we're finding now that so many chronic diseases can be linked to oral health: diabetes, heart disease, lung disease, stroke, preterm birth. And so it's become more of a concern with addressing this and making sure that we start to really prevent oral health problems.
I'm curious, how do you treat dental health in the womb? How would you do that?
So the oral health of the mother is what's important, because actually whenever you have an overgrowth of bacteria in the mouth, that bacteria can spread to other parts of the body. And so if a woman while she's pregnant, has a tooth decay or bad bacteria in the mouth, it can actually spread to the womb. And the thing about bacteria that causes tooth decay is that it causes inflammation in the body. And so that inflammation is what becomes dangerous.
Okay.
So.
And I assume there's no cost for kids for services?
So really the access to care issue is more for Medi-Cal covered children, because we have so few Medi-Cal providers in our county. So we basically bill Medi-Cal for our services. So a lot of our guidance comes from the state, and we partner a lot with Medi-Cal to help solve this problem. Because it's not just Nevada County. Many counties are having this issue with accessing oral health care. So.
Is there anything else you want to add?
No, just I'd encourage everyone to make sure that they're visiting their dentist 2 times per year, getting your cleanings, and just brushing your teeth 2 times a day and flossing once a day.
All right. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Glad to have you here. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Nice to talk to you as well.
Well, hopefully everybody that's out there sees this and will kind of heed your oral care a little bit more than normal.
And if you have a child in school, elementary school, look for our program coming to your school and opt in so we can, do the education and make sure your child is.
Do you have a schedule on your website or anything?
We were just at Bell Hill and we served 14 kids there with preventive services. We screened many more, but we served 14 kids doing cleanings and so forth. And then we just screened Union Hill Elementary. We're going back there. And then in the springtime, we'll be at Grizzly Hill and probably Deer Creek Elementary, and maybe a couple of others. So
Okay,
yeah,
terrific.
thank you.
All right, well, thank you for coming in
Thanks.
tonight. It's good hearing from you. Okay, folks, thank you for watching this edition of Nevada County Now. If you would like to help contribute or write stories, appear on a show, or even become a host, please check out the details on our website at nevadacountymedia.org/NCN. This program is local news and information brought to you by local residents. Remember to stay safe, take care of each other, and get out there and explore all this community has to offer. All right, good night now.